Okay, um, I'm I'm still kind of working on the sewing room, but I did make enough progress. Got some shelves put up and over there. I got my work table cleared off so that I can begin work on a quilt that will be made with these jeans. And there's the computer. And this is my commercial sewing machine with which I can sew together slabs of concrete. And this is the felting machine. And this doesn't use thread. This has barbed needles which actually embed one piece of fabric into the foundation. And that's my digital with 100 and some different fancies, and I can actually use it to write phrases with. And the little serger. And one of her trips, my friend for whom I made a memory quilt color-coded all of these little spools of thread. That was Patrice, and those are the code threads. Battings and paraphernalia and whatever. But a couple people had been asking, there's Ginger, she just, hey sweetie, she, some people have wanted to know how it is I do what I do, and I really don't know because I don't know what I'm doing, so I can do anything I want to do. But I thought I could illustrate somewhat of my thought process if I can get this position where you can see it. Okay. This is an order for a gal using her dad's jeans. And shoot, bloody hell. The first step, of course, is to there we are. The first step is looking at what I am given, and in this case, it comprised of some jeans, 4 pair of jeans. So the first thing to do is to prepare, be it jeans or shirts or a dress or whatever, to begin preparation. And with jeans, that means cutting them apart. And this will be used. There'll be a gusset along in here and straps, and this will become like a messenger bag or a tote bag or something such as that, with a pocket right in front where it's convenient. And then the legs get separated, and then with a handy seam ripper, all of the seams are picked, rendering individual pieces of fabric. And I go to the bother, which is very relaxing. I do it while I'm watching the news. I go to the bother of pulling the seams instead of cutting them out, because that adds, in this case, that adds almost an inch of fabric, and on this one it adds about 1.25 inches with the fabric. And when you only have X number of pieces of fabric to work with, every bit of it needs to be utilized. So while I'm watching the news, I'll sit and I'll pick out all of the threads so I can open up all of the seams. And that also gives some very interesting design details. And then after all of this is put into individual pieces like this, then I'll begin designing the individual blocks, and I have a few in mind. And these are all going to be reverse sewn. So after they're washed, denim, which likes to fluff or balloon, it'll be like all the seams will be like chenille all over the quilt, nice and soft and snuggly. So I'm glad that I've been going through withdrawal about not sewing since I started all the work on the living room to accommodate the organ. But I'm glad to be back in operation, as it were. Later.